price an online course? That is a question that shows up right about the time you are writing out your sales page, ready to start to get your course out there, and you're wondering what is the perfect magic number that you should price your course at so that your audience says yes. Well, there's a couple of things to think about related to pricing. Pricing and what you choose to price your course at specifically is going to determine a lot of things in your business. It's going to determine what type of budget you have for advertisement to attract those people that you want to bring into your course. It's going to determine the level of client that you're bringing in. Are you bringing in somebody that's really, really committed or somebody who's brand new? The higher the price point, typically the more invested the client is. It also determines the profit in your business, which enables you to figure out things like how quickly can I bring on people to support me in this process. So I want you to think about how you're pricing from a strategic standpoint, because pricing determines if you are in the quantity game, meaning you got to get a lot of people, or you're in the quality game. So let's take a look at what that might look like. I want to show you an illustration here. So when you're pricing, you're thinking about two things. You're thinking about the number of people you need to attract into your course to hit your revenue goal, and you're also thinking about the price point at which you're going to position the course that your audience will say yes to. So when we're looking at the dollar versus the number of people that we need, there's a couple of things to keep in mind. One is to work backwards from what you want your revenue goal to be. So a lot of people, when I ask them, what do you want to generate from your first course launch? I hear the number $100,000. So I want to add $100,000 to my revenue. If I want to add $100,000 to my revenue, then I'm looking at what's the price point. If I price my course at $97, which is on the really low end of the spectrum, to hit the $100,000 in revenue, I've got to attract 1,000 people to come into that program. Now, if I contrast it with pricing the course at $997, so let's say you come in at $997, if I'm pricing at $997, I need to get only 100 people to say yes to the course. This is a really big difference. And if you look at this gap, something to think about is how are you going to get the 1,000 people, right? Because if you're in a place where you've got an existing following, you've got a mailing list, people that are waiting for the product that you're offered, well, then maybe you could offer at 97 and you'd have 1,000 people raise their hand and you'd hit your goal. Most of the people, 99% of the people that I work with in our course community are utilizing a course to be able to grow a following, which means you got to have some revenue available to attract those people with paid advertisement. So when you position the course at $997, you've got enough room in there to not only advertise and attract those people into your program, but you also need a lot less people to be able to hit that revenue goal. So this is what I want you to think about. Are you going to be in that quantity game where you've got to go out and find lots and lots of people to generate the impact you want to generate? Or do you want to be in the quality game? Because a $997 course is not actually a high price course. That's more of a mid-tier pricing. And at $997, what you're going to focus on is creating a quality experience that delivers the results that your people are looking for. That's the work we're all doing together in our course creation community in Create Six Figure Courses. We're focused on what is the result your people would invest $997 in, and how do you craft an experience to have those highly invested people show up. And this makes for a really different type of experience that you're living in your business as an entrepreneur, because your pricing determines everything about your business. It determines not just the revenue you make, but the margin, the amount of money you have to work with to fund the things you want to fund in your business, like growth through paid traffic, like a team to support you. All of those things that you want to make happen require profit. And thinking about your pricing is where you need to begin in order to create the business that you're imagining. So my question to you is, where do you want to be? What is the price point you're thinking about positioning at? What is your revenue goal? How many students do you need to hit that goal? And if you have a question about pricing, share it in the comments below. I'll be tuning back in to see what's showing up for you.